Hi viewers, it's me Neetu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to show some of the questions that can be asked in RRB Staff Nurse exam. So please watch the full video and write your comment in the comment box. First question, what is gout? Options A degenerative disorder, B, a vascular disorder, C, a renal disorder, D, a metabolic disorder. Answer is D, a metabolic disorder. Gout is a metabolic disorder in which purine metabolism is altered. Purine is a chemical compound which is found in some of the food products, for example, seafood, and also it is also found in DNA and RNA, that is a parent compound of nitrogenous bases adenine and guanine. And the waste product of this purine metabolism is the uric acid. That is the byproduct of purine metabolism is the uric acid, and as a result there will be an increase in the level of uric acid. At the end there will be deposition of the urate crystals in joints and other connective tissues like kidney, myocardium and synovial fluid. So gout is a metabolic disorder. Next question. Red blood corpuscles are formed in options A, liver, B, small intestine, C, kidneys, D, bone marrow. Answer is D, bone marrow. The formation of red blood cells called erythropoiesis is occurring in bone marrow from the last 3 months of uterine life to whole extrauterine life. Not only the RBC but also the production and development of all type of blood cells normally occurring in the bone marrow, and that process is called hemopoiesis or hematopoiesis. Third question is, the destruction of alveolar walls is called options A, empyema, B, emphysema, C, lung abscess, D, bronchitis. Answer is B, emphysema. Emphysema is a chronic obstructive pulmonary disease in which there is an abnormal increase or abnormal enlargement in the air spaces distal to terminal bronchioles, and also there is destruction of alveolar walls. Next is empyema. Empyema is a condition in which there is a collection of pus in pleural space. It is also known as pyothorax or purulent pleuritis. So empyema is a collection of the pus in pleural cavities. Next is lung abscess. Lung abscess is a condition in which there is necrosis of the pulmonary tissue occurs. There will be a circumscribed collection of pus in lung parenchyma that leads to cavity formation. Cavity contains necrotic debris or fluid caused by microbial infection. The main difference between lung abscess and empyema is that in lung abscess, pus collection is formed in lung parenchyma, but in empyema, the pus collection will be in the pleural cavities. Next is bronchitis. Bronchitis is the inflammation of the lining of bronchi. The answer of the question number 3 is emphysema, because emphysema causes the destruction of the alveolar walls. Next question, the ligaments join. Options A, muscle to muscle, B, bone to bone, C, muscle to bone, D, none of these. Answer is B, bone to bone. Ligament is a band or sheet of strong fibrous connective tissue connecting the articulating bones at joint. So, ligaments are connecting bone to bone. Sprain, injury to ligamentous structure surrounding a joint caused by a wrenching and twisting motion called sprain. So, injury to ligament is called sprain. Tendon, fibrous connective tissue serving for the attachment of muscles to bones and other parts called tendon. Achilles tendon is the strongest tendon in the body. An excessive stretching of a muscle, fascia, or tendon is called strain. So, ligament connects bone to bone and tendon connects muscle to bone. Injury to the ligament is sprain and injury to the tendon is strain. Next question. Which is a ball and socket joint? Options: A. Hip joint, B. Elbow joint, C. Knee joint, D. None of these. Answer is A. Hip joint. Different types of synovial joints are present in human body. First one is ball and socket joint. In this type, a ball-like surface of one bone fit into a cup-like depression of another bone. A ball-like surface of one bone fit into a cup-like depression of another bone. Movements are possible in all directions. Example, shoulder joint and hip joint. Next, hinge joint. In this type, the convex surface of one bone fits into concave surface of another bone. That means the slightly rounded end of one bone fits into the slightly hollow end of the other bone. It allows only flexion and extension. Examples, knee joint, elbow joint, ankle joint, atlanto-occipital joint, interphalangeal joints. Next is planar joints or gliding joints. These joints have bones with articulating surfaces that are flat or slightly curved faces. These joints allow for gliding movements also, so they are also referred to as gliding joints. The range of motion is limited in these joints and does not involve rotation. Examples are intercarpal joint, intertarsal joint, etc. Next is pivot joint. A rounded surface of one bone articulate with a ring-like structure of another bone. That is, it consists of the rounded end of one bone fitting into a ring formed by the other bone. This structure allows rotational movement. Examples: atlantoaxial joint, proximal and distal radioulnar joint. Next is condyloid joints. It consists of an oval-shaped end of one bone fitting into a similarly oval-shaped hollow of another bone. This type of joint allows angular movement along two axes. Example, metacarpophalangeal joints. Next is saddle joints. The ends of each bone resemble a saddle with concave and convex portions that fit together. Saddle joints allow angular movements similar to condyloid joints but with a greater range of motion. Example is thumb joint. So these are the different types of synovial joints in the human body. These are some of the questions that can be asked in RRB Staff Nurse exam. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. So thank you for watching my channel.